So this is not waving but drowning. Nobody heard him, the dead man, but still he lay moaning. I was much further out than you thought, and not waving but drowning. Poor chap. He always loved larking, and now he's dead. Must have been too cold for him. His heart gave way, they said. Oh, no, no, no. It was too cold always. Still the dead one lay moaning. I was much too far out all my life, and not waving, but drowning. So that's Stevie Smith, and I always loved this poem, but then it became much more kind of difficult for me. In 1992, my niece and nephew were 7 and 9 years old, and they drowned at Galveston Beach in a riptide. And so going to the beach has become very traumatic for me. And so Sarah and I, many people in here know, we just had a trip to Cornwall. So and Sarah, one of her favorite activities, exercises, is swimming. And so this was my first time actually to go and sit on a beach for any length of time since 1992. And Sarah, knowing the trauma that I was feeling, would go out and swim, but she'd go about 10 meters and stop and wave, and then go about 10 meters and stop and wave. And so I wrote this poem about it. This is called Waving, Not Drowning. Stevie Smith slyly spoke her fear of slipping under the sea as unsuspecting well-wishers assumed she was waving, not drowning. But some of us always assume the worst of the sea's serenity, as we know the horror of losing all that's loved to oceanic tranquility. As the new tide gushes with grief and joy washes out in the undertow, my eyes fill with rising brine as your head bobs on the salty horizon. I fear you're too far out and the water far too cold, but you know I've been thus all my life and often need to be consoled. Terror engulfs my mind as my heart beats the rhythm of a frantic shanty until I feel rescued at last when I see you waving, not drowning. Thanks.